Okay, so good morning. Kindly ensure that, yeah, good morning. Kindly ensure that whether my slides and audio is clear to you. Hello, everybody connected in the class, please tell me whether my slides and audio is clear. Fine, so thank you very much. So the objective of today's lecture is at the end of the lecture, the students who have connected here would be able to understand what is maximum power transfer theorem and how they can be, how the theorem is applied uh, to that electric circuit analysis. Okay, that's the idea. So in the previous lectures, we have gone come across uh, network theorems like superposition, Thevenin, and Norton. In all the cases, we have touched that the case two, that is your dependent sources. If dependent sources are available, okay, how to deal with that particular circuits. Also, we have come across it, and I hope that you find it understandable. And a few students have asked me, not a few students, only one student have claimed me that, okay, so what's that? Uh, your Norton's theorem, dependent source application is somewhat difficult, and she wants me to uh, explain that once again. Okay, we will discuss about that in very soon actually. And today the objective is we will be dealing with uh, what you call it as maximum power transfer theorem. Before getting inside the actual discussion, I will tell you, if alone you know Thevenin's theorems, uh, equivalent circuit formation from any of the provided electric network, then maximum power transfer theorem is going to be a cakewalk for you. Okay, because maximum power transfer theorem utilizes Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay, for its explanation. Anyway, we will get inside that. We know that this application of these theorems are why, what is the drawback of KCL and KVL, and we have seen this in every theorem. Okay, so what is maximum power transfer theorem states that, and there is a need for any circuit designed in such a way that it has to provide a required power to the load. For example, if you have a power generated at some point, and that power generated has to be utilized by the load. For example, if you take your domestic usage, your home, the power which is produced at somewhere else in a power plant is transmitted and it is distributed through our TNEB to reach your home, either as a single phase or a three phase network. And depending upon your load which you are using, consumes a required amount of power. If you take an air conditioner, it consumes 2000 watts. If you take some mixie, it consumes 750, 600 watts, etc. Okay, so there is a need for transferring power from one point to the other. The ultimate aim for a circuit is transferring power from source to the load. And in some applications, desirably, we have to maximize the power delivered to the load. There is a requirement that the given load, a particular load should get the maximum power from the provided source. In that case, what is the condition? What is the condition so that maximum power is transferred from the source to the load? Okay, let us assume that the following circuit which is shown here is your circuit for analysis, and your source is VThevenin. You can see that you have a combination of a voltage source in series with the resistance RThevenin and VThevenin. Okay, we can say that both are in series and it is nothing but a Thevenin's equivalent circuit. If your circuit is of this type, okay, and we assume that the load resistor RL is adjustable. That is, we can vary the value of the load. And what is the condition for maximum power transferred from the source to the load is if and only if your load resistor is equal to R Thevenin. This condition. They may ask you in a 2 mark what is the condition for the load resistor to reach to get maximum power, to receive maximum power from the source. So if load resistance value is equivalent to that of the Thevenin's R Thevenin resistance value, then you say maximum power will be transferred from the voltage source to the load resistor. Got the point? What is the condition? What is the condition? If RL is equal to R Thevenin, then your maximum power will be transferred from the source to the load. Okay. And what is the maximum power? Maximum power is provided as, for calculation of power, you can say V Thevenin squared divided by R Thevenin plus RL, because if you take this particular network, the current IL, because power formula, you know that. What is the power formula? Power is equal to current squared into RL. The current passing through the RL squared into RL, or the voltage across this RL squared divided by RL. That is also possible. Okay, so what is that IL? IL is nothing but the total voltage divided by the total resistance. What is the total current IL? IL is equal to V Thevenin divided by R Thevenin plus RL. Accepted. So IL is equal to V Thevenin divided by R Thevenin plus RL. This is your current. If I substitute that here, obviously I will end up with this expression V Thevenin squared divided by R Thevenin plus RL the whole squared into that RL value. If you substitute this RL is equal to R Thevenin, what happens? You will have it like V Thevenin squared divided by, if RL is equal to R Thevenin, if you substitute RL is equal to R Thevenin, you will have 4 R Thevenin squared into R Thevenin. R Thevenin squared cancels. So PL max is equal to V Thevenin squared divided by 4 into R Thevenin. V Thevenin squared divided by 4 into R Thevenin. Got it? Hello? Everybody? Hello? Everybody in the class, please respond. So what is the condition for maximum power transfer? The condition for maximum power transfer is RL is equal to R Thevenin. So what should be your first step? You have to convert the given two terminal network into a Thevenin equivalent circuit. Okay, whatever provided here, you have to convert that into a Thevenin equivalent circuit, finding out V Thevenin and R Thevenin, then connect it across RL, then make it RL to be equal to R Thevenin, then your maximum power will be transferred. But how this condition is derived? How this RL is equal to R Thevenin? You can see that based on this condition, if you draw a graph between RL and PL, the load power, you can see that for different values of RL, if you see what is the power, the maximum power occurs at a condition RL is equal to R Thevenin. This diagram also says that or provides you the same condition is proved. RL is equal to R Thevenin. But how do you derive this condition? How do you derive this condition? We will see that. Before that, you tell me whether you got all the concepts which I have discussed in this particular slide. Yes or no? Please ensure me that whether you are clear with all the conditions or concepts what we discussed in this slide is clear to you. Hello? Everybody in the class, please respond. Are you clear with the concepts? So this slide provides me two formulas. One formula is the condition for maximum power transfer and the expression for maximum power. The expression for maximum power is V Thevenin squared divided by 4 into R Thevenin. So two things we have done it. Okay, we will see how this condition is derived. So to determine the condition, what we will do, we will take that expression. What is that expression? Load power is equal to V Thevenin squared divided by R Thevenin plus RL, the whole squared into RL. This we already have seen in the previous slide. To find the expression for maxima or minima, what we normally do, we will try to differentiate the given expression with respect to the actual variable once, and we will equate it to 0. Dy by dx is equal to 0. That is what we normally do. So I will differentiate this PL with respect to RL once and equate that expression to 0. If this expression is analyzed, I can see RL both in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So I will say this is an U by V formula. So for that, what is the expression we normally apply? U by V formula. Anybody can unmute and answer. What is the formula actually? Hello? U by V. You should have utilized that in your 11th standard differential equations or differential calculus. So it is going to be V squared V du minus U dV. So this is my formula. U by V, both the variable is available both in the numerator as well as the denominator. You will write it like V squared divided by, okay, V du minus U dV. What is V here? V is equal to R Thevenin plus RL. What is U here? RL, which is there in the numerator and denominator. Okay. So I will apply that. I will get it like R Thevenin plus RL. Already it is squared. So the whole square will give me 4. So this is going to be square, right? So V is equal to R Thevenin plus RL the whole square, right? So R Thevenin plus RL the whole power 4, and writing out your V du. V du is what? R Thevenin plus RL the whole squared into du. If you find what is du, du is equal to 1. If you find dv, what is dv? 2 into R Thevenin plus RL into 1. So this is your dv. So if I apply that, I will get 1 minus, what is u? U is going to be RL. U is going to be RL. And what is dv? dv is equal to 2 into R Thevenin plus RL. So this expression you will get, which is available here. If I take this, I will have this as V Thevenin squared. Okay, that will come actually because of PL. PL is equal to V Thevenin squared, R Thevenin plus RL the whole squared minus 2 RL, R Thevenin plus RL the squared. If I expand it and equate it to 0, what I will have? Okay, all these 4 Thevenin squared, this R Thevenin plus R4, RL the whole power 4, all becomes 0. The expression which is remaining is going to be, let me try that. I will have R Thevenin squared plus RL squared plus 2 R Thevenin RL minus 2 R Thevenin RL minus 2 RL squared is equal to 0. These two becomes cancelled. You will have R Thevenin squared minus RL squared is equal to 0. So I will get R Thevenin squared is equal to RL squared. If I take square root, I will get RL is equal to R Thevenin. And if I apply this RL is equal to R Thevenin in this expression, I will get this expression PL max is equal to V squared by V squared V Thevenin squared divided by 4 R Thevenin, which we have derived in the previous slide itself. Any doubts in this particular slide? How you got this RL is equal to R Thevenin is been explained. I take that expression for power, I differentiate that expression with respect to DRL, with respect to RL once, then I will equate that to be equal to 0. Then I will get it like R Thevenin squared is equal to RL squared. If I take square root on both sides, I will get RL is equal to R Thevenin. And if I substitute that expression in my power expression, I will say PL max is equal to V Thevenin squared divided by 4 into R Thevenin. Any doubts? Hello? In some cases, they may ask you to derive this for a 4 mark. Okay? So, if you have a doubt, please ask me now. Any doubts in this particular expression? How? Hello? Everybody in the class, please respond. Would you like me to repeat any of the point again? Any point in this particular slide? Hello, everybody, because I see that more than 16 is there connected here. I want everybody to respond. Whoever is connected here, you have to say whether you need really a point to be repeated again. Okay, most of you are saying no, so fine. So this is the condition. Let us. So what is that in these two slides? What we come to a conclusion? Any two terminal network can be converted into an equivalent Thevenin circuit, which will have a Thevenin voltage source in series with the Thevenin resistance. And if you are supposed to know what is the maximum power that to be transferred from the source to the load resistor, then first convert that into a Thevenin equivalent circuit, then equate that R Thevenin is equal to RL. That's the condition we have derived so far, and apply that R Thevenin is equal to RL in the power formula and find the total power, maximum power. That is how your problems will go on. So let us take an example. Let us take an example. This is example number 1, which is having only independent sources. We have not taken any dependent sources. We will come with that dependent sources maybe in the next problem. Okay, what is the statement says? Determine the value of RL for maximum power transfer. So they are asking what should be the value of RL. We know the condition. What is the condition? RL should be equal to R Thevenin. RL is equal to R Thevenin. That is the condition. We know that. Find the maximum power. So the condition I can straight away say. Okay, but to find the maximum power, I should know what is R Thevenin. For that, what I have to do? I have to convert this network into an equivalent Thevenin's network with your RL to be connected across it, and then you can find your. I should not say RL is a variable here, because that condition is not required here. Okay, so R Thevenin and V Thevenin. So I am supposed to convert this two terminal network, which is available in this slide, into a Thevenin's equivalent network. And I have to connect RL. Then I have to apply this formula. Then I have to apply that in my formula. What is that? PL max is equal to V Thevenin square divided by 4 into R Thevenin. So that will give me my maximum power. So for both the cases, I should know what is V Thevenin and R Thevenin. So I have to go for my Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So first we will try to find what is R Thevenin. For R Thevenin, we know that to find R Thevenin, I will open circuit this current source, and I will short circuit my voltage source. Now I can see that these two are in parallel, and that combination will be in series with these two, because no current passes through this open circuit. Okay, the same current which is coming to 3 ohm resistor will also come to 2 ohm resistor. So my expression says that 6 ohm is parallel to 12 ohm. Okay, this combination is in series with the series combination of 3 and 2. And so this will give me 5, and this is going to be parallel. So 6 into 12 divided by 6 plus 12. So 72 by 18 will give me 4 ohms, which will give me 9 ohms. Any doubts? So the first case, I have to remove this RL first. Then I have to see that like this, removing the independent sources, removing the independent sources by their equivalent. Current source is open circuited, voltage source is short circuited. So from that I will find what is the total resistance through 1 and 2, the terminals 1 and 2. I find R Thevenin is equal to 9 ohm. Any doubts? Any doubts? Hello? Hello, everybody. Everybody has to respond because one girl is coming out with no doubts. Anybody have a doubt? Please ask me, because we are repeating the same thing. In Thevenins we have seen the same. In Nortons also we have seen the same, and now in maximum power also we are doing the same. Okay, if no doubts is there, and I will go to the VThevenin calculation. We will go for VThevenin calculation. This is for VThevenin. So what is the voltage across these two terminal is going to be VThevenin. So I am using a loop analysis here. I can use what is that? You can use a nodal analysis also if you want. Okay, I find this loop analysis is going to be simple because one current source is available there. So directly I can write my second loop value. Okay, you can see that I2 is being assumed like that, but this 2 amperes is in the opposite direction. So I can straight away say that I2 is equal to minus 2 amperes. This is okay. From the first loop, I can write it like, what is that first loop says? Minus 12 plus 6 into I1 plus 12 into I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. So I can write it like 18 I1 minus 12 I2 is equal to 12. Okay, you are getting it like this. So since I2 is being minus 2, I will put it like 18 I1, okay, minus 12, what you will get? 18 I1 minus 12 into what is I2? I2 is equal to minus 2, so 24, which is equal to 12. So 18 I1 is equal to 12 plus 12 minus 24. I will make a correction here. 12 minus 24, so you will get minus 12. So which is 18 I1. I1 is equal to minus 12 divided by 18. I will get it like minus 2 by 3. So it is going to be minus 0.667. I hope so. 20, 16, 18, 18, 12, it goes on, minus 0.667. That is your I1. Okay. Now I am interested in know what is the voltage across this terminal 1 and 2. Since no current is going to pass across this 2 ohm resistor, this is not going to be considered. The voltage across this 2 ampere current source is going to be VThevenin. But I cannot directly say what is the voltage across this 2 ampere current source. So what I will do, what are the elements connected across this particular 1 and 2. Okay, now this I will take this as 1 and 2. Okay, so what is the element connected? So 3 amps is connected and 12 ohm resistor is connected. So what is the voltage across this? That will give me 3 into I2. I will take this loop. What is that? What is this loop? 3 ohm, 12 ohm, and this is going to be my VThevenin. Am I right? This is going to be my VThevenin, and this is my current direction. We have already taken that I2. Okay, this is 12 ohm, right? So I will write a loop equation. What is that equation? The current is coming to this Thevenin's voltage through positive, so VThevenin, okay, plus 12 into this particular 12 ohm resistor is not having is between first loop and second loop, so it is going to be I2 minus I1 plus 3 into I2, which is equal to 0. So I can substitute all these I1, I2 values there, and I can find Y VThevenin, which I will give VThevenin is equal to 22 volts. I2 is equal to minus 2, I1 is equal to minus 2 by 3. If I substitute that, I will get VThevenin is equal to 22 volts. Any doubts here? Any doubts? Hello, everybody. So I have found what is VThevenin. I have found also what is RThevenin. So I can draw my equivalent circuit. What is my equivalent circuit? My equivalent circuit is going to be VThevenin, RThevenin, and RL connected in series with that. Okay, RThevenin, which is equal to 9 ohms, and this is 22 ohms. And for maximum power transfer, RL should also be 9 ohms. So I substitute that in my maximum power formula. So VThevenin squared is equal to 22 squared divided by 4 into RThevenin, which is equal to RL, which is equal to 9 into 4, 36. So if I find the value of 22 square divided by 36, I will get 13.44 watts. Kindly check this value. 22 square divided by 36. Is that giving you 13.44 watts? Check that and tell me in the chat window. PL max is equal to 13 point. Yes, Karunya. Thank you. So 13.44 watts is the answer. Any doubts in this problem? So what is the step I have followed? The step followed here is I have taken my two terminal network, converted that into its equivalent Thevenin's form, then applied the condition for maximum power RL is equal to R Thevenin, and substituted the values of R Thevenin, V Thevenin in my formula for maximum power to calculate the maximum power. Very simple. Is that clear? Hello? Hello? Any doubts here? Any doubts in this problem? Make it clear. Yes, hello? Everybody? You want me to explain it again? Any of the steps? Everybody please respond. Okay, then no by in the sense I will go for example number 2. So as I said, I am introducing a little a small complication here. It is not actually a complication. The dependent source is being introduced. So I think this also will help you in knowing how we can find R Thevenin if a dependent source is being provided to you. Okay. Again, we can use this particular problem to know that also, because we are going to find R Thevenin also, right? So as per this problem, we have one dependent source and one independent source. They are asking to know what is the value of RL, so I have to go for it. This is the condition and this is the expression. To find out the value here, I have to convert this into an equivalent Thevenin's equivalent circuit, and then I have to connect my RL. So I have to find what is R Thevenin and I have to find what is V Thevenin. Since this is not actually a simple work to calculate just like that your R Thevenin, what I will do, I will try to find R Thevenin by finding out the open circuit voltage and short circuit current, or I will find the V Thevenin, that is what V Thevenin, and I will try to find what is the short circuit current ISC, and by the ratio of V Thevenin by the short circuit current, I will find my R Thevenin. Because I cannot apply directly my methodology to find R Thevenin, because I have a dependent source here. I cannot eliminate this as it is. So I have to find a short circuit current using this, then I can find V Thevenin, then I can find what is my R Thevenin, right? That's the idea. We will go one by one. We will first find what is V Thevenin. So I will consider that first I have to find what is Ix, then I should know what is the value of Ix here, then I can find the value of this voltage source, and then from the terminals 1 and 2, I have two elements. One is this 10 into Ix and the other one is 40 into I. So I should know both the voltages, which will give me the total voltage. What is V0 V0C or V open circuit or V Thevenin. அப்போ 1ல இருந்து 2 வரைக்கும் நான் பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு ரெண்டு எலமெண்ட் இருக்கு. ஒன்று 10 into Ix, இன்னொன்று 40 into I. இந்த ரெண்டு வோல்டேஜையும் நான் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். அப்போ முதல்ல எனக்கு தேவை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் Ix என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னு. இப்போ இதுக்கு நிறைய மெத்தட் இருக்கு. நான் எனக்கு கரண்ட் டிவிஷன் தான் ஈஸி. ஏன்னா ஐ வில் டேக் திஸ் பர்டிகுலர் ஆஸ் அ வோல்டேஜ். ஓகே, வின்னு எடுத்துக்கிறேன். இப்போ இது ஓப்பனா இருக்கிறதுனால இது வழியா கரண்ட் போகாது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் no current will be passing through this. So I should know what is the current passing through this 40 ohm resistor and 10 ohm resistor, because it is 4 ohms up to this node. Okay, I will have 4 amperes because they are absolutely parallel. This 10 and 40 is parallel. So I can find Ix and I using your current division. So what is that current division rule says that to find Ix, the opposite resistance divided by the total resistance into the total current. Tell me what is the value. The same way, what is I? I can subtract it from the total current, or I can use the same formula, the opposite resistance divided by the total resistance into the value. Tell me what is Ix and tell me what is I. I will give you 1 minute time. Make it fast. Use your calculators. How much you are getting for Ix? 3.2. Clarish Felina, Ix is equal to, yeah, 3.2 amps. Okay. So you are having 3.2 amps. So this should be 0.8. Am I right? 3.2 minus 4 will give you 0.8. Yes. Okay. So it's very clear. Now I am interested in finding out the voltage across these two terminals 1 and 2. 1 and 2 across உள்ள voltage என்ன? இது எப்படி இருக்கு? I will take this separately and I will try to draw it. So I have a voltage value here, minus plus, this is plus minus, okay, this is V Thevenin, and this is 10 into Ix. What is Ix? Actually 3.2. So 3.2 volts, and this is 40 into I. What is the value of I? 0.8. So 0.8 volts. This is plus minus. So what is V Thevenin? V Thevenin is the addition of these two. Am I right or not? Okay. So V Thevenin is equal to what? V Thevenin is equal to 10 into 3.2 plus 40 into 0.8 volts. So this is going to be 32 and this is also going to be 32. So V Thevenin is equal to 64. Is that clear? Hello? If I take this as the current direction, then how it is going to be? How it is going to be? Minus V Thevenin plus 10 into Ix plus 40 into I is equal to 0, and that will give me this expression. Okay, so this is going to be 64. So what is remaining? I have to find what is my R Thevenin. Since I cannot directly find the R Thevenin, I will first try to find what is the short circuit current. This is my short circuit current, ISC. Okay, I will short circuit 1 and 2, and I will try to find what is short circuit current. You can see that up to this point, these all are same node. I will put this as 1, a 1 dash, let me say. All are same node. Okay. So what happens? Since this is short circuited, no current passes through this 10 ohm resistor and 40 ohm resistor. Every current will try to go through this short circuit. Since no current passes through this 10 ohm resistor, this value will be equal to 0. So whatever the current is coming to 1 dash will reach this 1. It is going to be 4 amp. So I can say ISC is equal to 4 amperes. So I know what is my short circuit current. I know what is my Thevenin's voltage. So I can find R Thevenin is equal to V Thevenin by ISC. So 64 by 4 will give me 16 ohms. So the condition for Thevenin's maximum power transfer for the provided circuit is RL is equal to R Thevenin, which is equal to 16 ohms. And the power formula V Thevenin squared by 4 Thevenin. So 64 squared divided by 64 will give me 64 watts. Any clarification needed? Hello, everybody? Any clarification needed? Anything you want me to repeat? Please tell me. நார்மலா RThevenin எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்போம்? டிபெண்டன்ஸ் இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் சோர்சஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் டோட்டல் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் கண்டுபிடிப்போம். ஆனா டிபெண்டன்ட் சோர்ஸ் இருக்கிறதுனால அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம பண்ண முடியாது. அப்ப என்ன செய்யணும்? ஓப்பன் சர்க்யூட் வோல்டேஜும் ஷார்ட் சர்க்யூட்டும் கரண்ட்டும் கண்டுபிடிச்சு அதை நம்ம என்ன செய்யணும்? we have to find what is the ratio between them. ஓம்ஸ் லா படி V by I is equal to R அந்த ஃபார்முலா. இல்லைன்னா என்ன செய்யணும்? ஒரு வோல்டேஜ் சோர்ஸை இங்க 1 ஓம் ரெசிஸ்டருக்கு 1-2 அக்ராஸா கனெக்ட் பண்ணி அந்த வோல்டேஜ் சோர்ஸோட வேல்யூ அந்த கரண்டோட வேல்யூ கண்டுபிடிச்சோம்னா மிச்ச டிபெண்டன்ட் சோர்சஸ் எல்லாம் எலிமினேட் பண்ணி கண்டுபிடிச்சோம்னாலும் we can find it. There are 3 methods actually. ஒரு மெத்தட் இந்த மாதிரி பண்றது எப்படி? ஷார்ட் சர்க்யூட் கரண்ட்டும் ஓப்பன் சர்க்யூட் வோல்டேஜும் தெவெனின்ஸ் வோல்டேஜும் ஒன்று தான். அப்போ அதை கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சு, அதுக்குரிய ரேஷியோ கடிச்சாலும் வந்துருச்சு. இல்லைன்னா என்ன செய்யணும்? டிபெண்டன்ட் சோர்சஸை எடுத்துட்டு இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் சோர்சஸை எடுத்துட்டு இந்த 1-2 அக்ராஸா ஒரு வோல்டேஜ் சோர்ஸை கனெக்ட் பண்ணி அந்த வோல்டேஜ் சோர்ஸ்ல இருந்து என்ன கரண்ட் பாஸ் ஆகுதுன்றதை கண்டுபிடிச்சு அந்த வோல்டேஜ் சோர்ஸ் டிவைடட் பை த கரண்ட் வேல்யூ அதுவும் RThevenin கொடுக்கும், இல்லை RN கொடுக்கும். இல்லைன்னா ஒரு கரண்ட் சோர்ஸை இங்க கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு வோல்டேஜை கண்டுபிடிச்சு அது ரெண்டுக்கும் இடையில உள்ள வேல்யூ ரேஷியோ எடுத்தோம்னாலும் கிடைக்கும். எனி மெத்தட் யூ கேன் அடாப்ட். I have taken the first method. What is that? Open circuit voltage, short circuit current. எந்த மெத்தட் அடாப்ட் பண்றதுங்கிறது அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய டிபெண்டன்ட் சோர்ஸ் இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் சோர்ஸை பொறுத்து. கரண்டா இருக்கிறதுனால இது பியூர்லி பேரலல் நெட்வொர்க்கா இருக்கிறதுனால திருப்பி நான் ஒரு சோர்ஸை கனெக்ட் பண்ணி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறத விட இது ரொம்ப சிம்பிள்ங்கிறதுனால I have utilized that. Hello everybody. Any doubts here? Please tell me. Respond. Do you have any doubt? No. Fine. Let me go for the third example. It's again a simple network. Example 3. Determine the value of RL, which will draw the maximum power, and also find PL max. It's again a very simple cakewalk for you. Since it is having only dependent sources, you can work on it and you can find it. I know what is the condition. What is the condition? RL is equal to RThevenin. And what is the formula for PL max? It is VThevenin squared divided by 4 into RThevenin or RL, whatever it is. So I will remove this RL first. I will have my network like this. I will try to find what is my VThevenin. What is my VThevenin? The voltage across this. What is the voltage across this? What is the voltage across this 3 ohm resistor is going to be my voltage across this Thevenin voltage. These two terminals. So I will assume a voltage here V. I can use either method. Because it is a super mesh. I cannot go for I can go for it. Nothing wrong in going for a super mesh analysis. But anyway, I will go for a nodal analysis, which is simple. So what I will try to do, I will try to assume the current V minus 12 divided by 6 plus V by 3. I will assume that this is flowing here and this is flowing here, which is equal to 1, because this current is coming here. So according to the KCL, using KCL, I can write the current leaving the node will be equal to current entering the node. So current leaving the node is V minus 12 by 6 plus V by 3 is equal to 1. So I will write it like V 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3, okay, minus 2 is equal to 1. So this is going to be LCM is 6, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. What will you get? The LCM is 6, you will get 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So what I will get? V is equal to 6 into 3 divided by 3. So I will get V is equal to 6 volt. Check that. Hello? Is that V is equal to 6 volt? Okay. If V is equal to 6 volt, I will use the same to calculate my RThevenin. Okay. What is my RThevenin? RThevenin is equal to, I will get for RThevenin, what I will do? I will remove my voltage sources and current source. since I have not found what is this voltage I have found, but V Thevenin is what? V Thevenin is equal to the voltage across this one. That is also same. So I will put this as 6 volt. So this is my R Thevenin. This is my R Thevenin. So 3 and 6 ohm. So what is my R Thevenin? R Thevenin is equal to these two are in parallel. So 6 into 3 divided by 6 plus 3. So 2 ohms. So I will say these are in V Thevenin is equal to 6 volt, R Thevenin is equal to 2 ohm. So possibly my RL should also be 2 ohms. Okay, R Thevenin is equal to RL is equal to 2 ohms. What is my PL max? 6 squared divided by 4 into 2. So 36 by 8. How much you are getting? 36 by 8. 9 by 2, 4.5. Is that right? Check that. If I use 4 there, 9 by 2, I will get 9 by 2 is 4.5. Please tell me whether you are getting 4.5 watts. Yes. So as simple as that. As simple as that, you can find the current maximum power also. Any doubts you got? So I will give you the 3 homeworks which is already posted in your classroom. 2 is here and the third one is here. And this is little complicated. I will not say this is so complicated. You have to work on it. You have to work on it and you have to understand it. Try this first, then we will discuss it later. First two problems, it is again simple. This is again independent source alone. This one, this is having a dependent. So work on it. Work on these two and tell me whether you are able to get that answers. Okay, I have given you that. So meanwhile, I will try to clarify the doubts which are asked for the R Norton. Okay, the how to find the Norton's equivalent circuit for a provided problem. I will consider the homework problem B, which people said that they had a little confusion. So I had a 6 ohm resistor, a 6 ohm resistor, a 3 ohm resistor, a 2 ohm resistor, a connected source 1 and 2. This is 18 volt and this is 2 ohms. This is V naught by 4 and this is provided as V naught. They are asking to find what is a Norton's equivalent circuit. I can say that your Norton's equivalent circuit is going to be a current source in parallel with the resistor Rn. I am supposed to find In and Rn. So first I will try to find what is Rn. Since I am having a dependent source, I have to work on it. I can use any method to do that. I will try to do first. I will try to apply a voltage source across that. So I will remove the independent sources. I will try to connect uh, a known voltage source across that terminal 1 and 2. Let us say I have 1 volt source, which I will say this is V1. V1 is equal to 1 volt. I will connect it across here and I will try to find what is happening there. This is going to be 3 volt, which is said to be V0, and this is 6 ohms, and this is V0 by 4. And I will assume this is the current I1. So what I can write, this I1 is equal to the current passing through this particular, this is V0, okay. So what is the current passing through this particular 2 ohm resistor, and the current passing through this V0 by 4, this current source will be equal to I1. So I will write it like I1 is equal to 1 minus V0, because this terminal the value is 1 volt, okay. 1 volt is applied, so I will take this 1 minus V0 divided by 2 plus V0 by 4. I hope that you understand it. The current passing through this and the current passing through current source will give me my I1. I will try to find this both. So using nodal analysis, I will try to find what is V0. So using node 1, I will write it like V0 divided by 6 plus V0 divided by 3 plus V0 minus 1 divided by 2 is equal to V0 by 4. Because actually I will consider, I consider this V0, all the current is leaving that node. I am assuming that only the current which is entering that node is V0 by 4. So this is the equation. If I solve for this, I will get V0 is equal to 0.6667 volts. If I solve for this, I will get V0 is equal to this one. If I supply this, if I substitute this V0 here in this equation I1, I will get I1 is equal to, if I substitute this, I will get I1 is equal to 0.33325. Okay, but what is R Norton? R Norton is equal to V1 by I1. That's the idea. V1 by I1. What is V1? V1 is 1 volt. What is I1? This is going to be 0.33325. I will get it like 3 ohms. Check that. Rn is equal to 3 ohms. Check that. 1 divided by 0.333, it will give you what? 3 actually. Okay, 1 by 3. 1 by 0.33 is going to be 3 ohms. So Rn has been found. I have to find what is In. So what I will do, I will take the same. I will try to find what is the short circuit current. So I will consider the given network. So I have a current source, dependent source. I will connect this 1 and 2, short circuit it. So this is 3 ohm, which is also called as V0. This is V0 by 4. This is 2 ohm, and this is 6 ohm, and this is 18 volt. I am interested in knowing what is In. What is the current coming here? What is the current coming here based on this 2 ohm resistor and V0 by 4? So I will consider this as V0 because it is provided, and I will consider this to be another node HB. So I will consider this as VB. Okay, this is VB. So what I can write, this VB is equal to 0. Why? Because it is short circuited, so the current, no voltage will be there, right? And at node B, what I can write? At node B, what I can write? I2. I will consider this as I2. Okay, the current passing through 2 ohm is I2. So I2 minus V04 will be equal to this In. Am I right? I'm assuming that the current is passing here because it is having lower potential 0. V0 is going to have the higher potential. So obviously the current will be moving from V0 to VB. So the current is I2 minus this V0 by 4 will be equal to In. So keep this as one of the equations. Then I will write from this particular node V0, I will write it like V0 minus 18 divided by 6 plus V0 by 3 plus V0 minus VB. VB is 0. Anyway, I will write it V0 minus VB by 2 is equal to the only current which is coming towards that node is V0 by 4. The same way. and VB is 0, already we know VB is equal to 0. So I will get it like V naught is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 minus 3 is equal to V naught by 4. I will take this V naught this side. So V naught is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 is equal to 3. So if I solve, I will get V naught is equal to 4. I will get V naught is equal to 4. Okay. If V naught is equal to 4, what is IN? IN is equal to V naught minus VB divided by 2, which is I2, minus V naught by 4. So V naught by 2 minus V naught by 4, which is equal to 4 by 2 minus 4 by 4, which is equal to how much you are getting? 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1 amperes. So I Norton is equal to 1 amperes. So what is my equivalent Norton circuit? I have both my 1, 2, this is going to be 3 ohm and this is going to be 1 amperes. I can use any method to calculate that. I can go for the Thevenin's way also. Short circuiting it, I have found this is nothing but ISC. This is also, this can also be given as ISC. Okay. In the previous case, you can keep this instead of connecting this 1 volt source, instead of this 1 volt source, you can keep this and you can try to find what is this VThevenin. That is also possible. And finding out the ratio between VThevenin and your ISC will give my RN or RThevenin. That also you can try and tell me. So this is one of the homework problem. And the previous problem, which is having only independent sources, you can work on it. I think I have given that answers for that also. Am I right? Whether I have given the answers for that question? Hello? Everybody in the class, please respond. Norton's theorem 2. Yes, you can see that the value is 1 ampere and 3 ohms. And this first problem you can do that. It is just a loop analysis. You can apply the loop analysis and you can get the answer. And I am interested in knowing what is the short circuit current IN and the total resistance by removing the voltage sources and the current sources and finding out the total impedance. I mean total resistance. That is very simple. You can get these two values directly. Only the thing is you are little difficult in dealing with the dependent sources. Now I think I have solved it and you can go through that. You will get the answer. Any doubts? Hello?